Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of SMAC Talk. I've actually been instructed to stop saying what's going on, everybody. So hopefully that's the last time you'll be hearing that. It actually drives some people mad, apparently. So yeah, I can actually see why you have like some like influencers and influencers. No, you have some people like with podcast and stuff that have like their unique intro, which isn't something I've actually come up with yet, but something I'll work on. I don't know. I don't have loads of people have like a catchphrase or like something, but yeah, as you can see this week, welcome back to Smack Talk. It's going to be a solo cast this week with just me. God love yous. No guest this week. We have just been like trying to organize with people, and obviously the new lockdowns come in and stuff like that. So yeah, not boys on that. Solo cast this week with yours truly. And yeah, so what's been going on this week? There's actually been a whole pile. Like, I've been looking back on how last week's podcast did with Jack, and over 200 views on it. So again, thank you so much to everyone that watched that. Like, really blown away by the response with it. A lot of people DM me saying they've learned a lot from it, and they took away quite a bit from it as well, which is obviously quite nice to hear as well, considering we were doing it for Movember. So yeah, blown away with the response with that. And you can probably tell, like, I'm just in my element when I'm with a guest, because see, when I find someone interesting or like have a guest on, the back and forth, the interaction, just it's so much easier to do. It really is. Like, these solo casts are very, very tough to do, so they are. But I like to put them out. I like to just get them done every week. I'm going to get back in the routine of every single Saturday/Sunday. So every weekend you're going to get a podcast, whether it's with me or with another person. That's yet to be seen. But yeah. Also this week, what was happening? Oh yeah, so I went on my glamping experience. The YouTube channel has actually been doing probably the best week I've actually had on YouTube as well, which was really nice to have. So I did the vlog and I did the podcast. The vlog was all about, if you haven't seen it, it's about glamping at Pebble Pods. Pebble Pods, you can throw me the check in the post, because the amount of people that messaged me, especially fellas, messaged me afterwards. I said I went there and like put up the video and stuff, saying what was it like would you recommend it, should I go and stuff like that. Like, I need a wee bit more information. Was mind blowing, actually. So ladies, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I think you're going to get a good Christmas present. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, the glamping experience, it was interesting. Like, obviously I'm a bit rusty with the vlogs and stuff, but it was really different. Like, for the money you're paying, so like, full disclosure, I didn't pay for it, but it's about £140 a night, which, yes, is very, very expensive in my opinion. Like, I think £140 for a night somewhere is a lot of money, but I didn't pay it, so I don't care. No, I'm joking. It is a lot of money, but what you're getting is a unique experience. What I do 2 nights there, seeing people asking, probably not. Like, there's not a whole pile to do once you're there. And if you are going to go on one of these glamping experiences, I'd really make sure that either your location, there's loads of stuff to do, as in like walks, if you're into that sort of stuff and you like being outdoors, or two, make sure there's a hot tub, because the hot tub is, for me, what makes it worth that. What makes it worth that, like, £140 really, because if you're going and just staying in it, I mean, it is. If you go strip it right back, I know it is more than this, but it is just a bed in the shade. It is theoretically what it is, but yeah, I would highly recommend it. And I know some lucky ladies out there are going to get treated well by their fellas this Christmas and maybe get a wee stay away. Oh, hopefully no one comes at me for that. That's messaged me, but yeah, had a lot of fun doing that. Someone actually asked me, did I get paid to do that? No, I did not get paid to do that. As if they're going to pay me. I think I have now, 65 subscribers or something like that, to go to the Pebble Pods glamping or something. Yeah, no, definitely didn't get paid to go do it, even though I take it as a very big comment, and people actually did really enjoy the vlog, as I was saying. So yeah, there's going to be more vlogs coming in the near future. And yeah, as I said, Saturdays and Sundays, the weekend primarily, I'll get a podcast up for everybody. So yeah, that's been going on with the YouTube channel and stuff like that this week. I've also decided, if you have noticed, to slightly reduce the quality a bit. So you are on a webcam at the minute instead of my proper camera, because it does longer time. I think I've said that before, but it does longer time, but it means I can do longer episodes. The quality is not as good, let's just be honest about it. But it's me sitting down and getting to waffle my mind off for a bit, and getting what's on my head, and getting some like topics that you sent in off without having to rush everything into like a 10-minute dense podcast, because 10 minutes for a podcast is actually incredibly short. It's actually, in my opinion, it's too short, because I know, like, I don't know how everyone chooses to watch this. Obviously it's only on YouTube at the minute. I did have it up on audio only formats, but to be honest, most people enjoyed it way more on the video format. So I'm not going to waste any more energy putting it up there. Like, if you are someone that really liked it on that format, let me know. But from what I was gathering, most people just like the video format, so I'm just going to stick with that for the coming next wee while. Yeah, so we'll get into what's actually been going on this week and what's actually been happening. Or what's just in motion, shall we say? There's a big fight tonight, huge fight tonight. Mike Tyson is blown off the cobwebs and has come back to fight Roy Jones Jr. I hope I got that right. Not the biggest boxing fan in the world, but yeah, he's coming back and he's fighting tonight. Now, I've seen a couple of things about the rules and stuff. Well, I don't think there's going to be a winner. I was actually on Paddy Power looking for betting, but I don't think there is going to be a winner tonight. Now, obviously, when you're in a ring, you can get knocked out, but there's probably some massive fine if one of them two knock each other out. Like, it's probably going to be more of an expedition match, which is, I mean, fine. I don't think I was alive maybe when Mike Tyson last fought. Maybe I was. I'm actually not sure. But it'd be interesting, but no doubt it'll be on at like crazy hour again, like everything, all fights in Ireland, like 3 o'clock. Like them big UFC events and all, like 3 o'clock. I don't actually think there's a physically worse time between 3 and 4 to put on a fight, because you're prepared to stay up to about 2, but then you want to be asleep at that time. Like, if it was on at like 5 in the morning, you could get a few hours sleep, get up and watch it. Just 3 o'clock to 4 is the worst time in terms of like UK audience or Irish audience to like sit down and actually watch. And that reminds me, I can't even mention this. McGregor is back for the 4th time, I think, maybe 3rd or 4th time he's back. He's going to be fighting Dustin Poirier again. I'm not the biggest fight fan in the world, but I do love a McGregor scrap. They're always entertaining. Say what you want about him in regards to everything, but when it comes to UFC and it comes to fighting, he's incredibly entertaining, and I'm just a sucker for anyone that's Irish and does well in what they do. I just can't help but really back them, to be honest. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch. January, sometime middle of January or something like that, I think he's fighting. So yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. Give us an excuse to get out and stay up late and stay up to crazy hours, probably getting absolutely lamped with the boys if we're ever allowed to see our friends again. Who knows? But yeah, so McGregor's back as well. I actually remember I did that video on McGregor retiring last time on my YouTube. It was like one of the only like comedy, like sort of YouTube-y videos, one of the few ones of them I've actually done before. Let me know if you're missing them as well, actually, because I can start rewriting those again, but I do find it better to sit down and just waffle into microphone through my podcast. I probably enjoy doing that more, if I'm really honest. But if you are a fan of that and you did enjoy that, actually let me know, because that can come back too. Because lately I've been thinking about content a whole lot. I know I'm sort of talking about myself a whole lot in this one, and it's my podcast, so I'll do what I want. But I feel like I've been talking really fast. That's a big flaw I have in myself. Apart from going from X, Y, Z, like from A to Z real quick, going like, don't know where I'm coming from. But I talk really fast, so I will try get better at that as well. Because I've started working with people that aren't from Northern Ireland or Ireland in general, and they have a horrible time understanding what I'm trying to say to them, which I have to sort of hold myself back and be like, okay, I know what you mean, I need to speak a little bit slower. Whereas if I just do that in my normal voice, I go, okay, I know what you mean, I need to speak a wee bit slower. That doesn't even sound like English. We speak that fast. So yeah, I'll try and make it a wee bit clearer, because someone actually did mess me the other day. Goes, I love your podcast, but you just need to speak a little bit slower. So yeah, I'm working on that as well. Completely lost train of thought where I was going to go with that now. Oh yeah, so content. I was talking about content. See, this is what I mean. I'm just all over the place. Content, I was thinking of a couple of ideas, and this isn't necessarily something I will do, but I was just thinking of, I always come up with these ideas and these things that, you know, would make good content. So I'm obsessed, as everyone knows, with that guy that does the golfing videos on TikTok. Do the guy's like, vape? Nah. Right? And I've actually found an Irish version of him. I wonder if I could find his video here really quickly, because it is so funny the way he goes on. He's an Irish guy, and what he's decided to do instead is he does a 65, I think it is. He does a 65 and he tries to get, you know, the slither over the bar using different things. So it'll just, I wonder if I can play the audio here. It's so funny. Yeah, this is him, right? So it's basically the same as the guy. So the American guy is like, vape? Nah. I'm about to play a par 4 of this. I wonder if I have even liked one of his videos so I can like show the comparison between what he actually sounds like. I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, so this is basically the guy here. So you'll hear this, right? So this is what the guy is basically. I'm not gonna say ripped off, but he's like copied basically. This guy's been like a huge viral trend on TikTok. So this is him.
Babe, nah, hurl, and I'm about to play a par 4 with it in Ireland. SpongeBob ball for the kids.
Let's get it. So then he goes and plays his giving golf, but he's like real high energy, like real. It just seems like a good guy, like. And then I found this guy. My brother actually showed me him, and this is his take on it. Oh, I can't contain it.
Babe, no, it's a rake. I'm bit over 65 with it. I should get this in a few hits anyways. Let's see how I get on.
Vape, no, it's a rake. He's like, the wee fella's so serious. He's about, I don't know, he can't be over 18. He sits there and he comes on screen and he's just like, vape, no, it's a rake. Like, he says it dead serious. The other guy's like, vape, no, it's a camogie ball stick. I don't know, but you get the gist. But I'm obviously obsessed with the Irish fella because he just says it like so literally. He'd be like, vape, no, it's a turtle. And just go and try and hit a 65 with it. It's so funny because like you also have that American like cheesy style, and then you just have this like sort of culture-y hurler farmer boy come along and he's like, vape, no, it's a frying pan. As if like we know it's not a vape. It's just so literal. But yeah, this is I'm getting so sidetracked to this. So my point was, oh god, I need to shut him up, he's too funny. So my point was that content, like different styles of content, not necessarily something I would do, but something that like would be really, I think would catch trend here. So I'm just going to throw the net out there and see if someone picks it up, and I can track it back to this and be like, that was my idea, I came up with that, give me all your money that you make from it. So the first one was, so I'm not sure if you've seen the guy who does on TikTok, he's the Guinness reviewer. So what he does is, he's the Guinness guru. So he takes like a drink and mixes it with Guinness basically, but the way it works is like, you put in like WKD and then you pour the Guinness in and the Guinness sits on top of it and it looks really cool. But he does this with all his drinks now, and he's like, just samples Guinness. So it's like Guinness and Iron Brew or something like that, and then he'll drink it and so on and so forth. But my theory is, if you're really good at one thing and one thing only, people will actually watch it. So he's really good at knowing about Guinness and reviewing Guinness. So what if, and this is just something I'm interested in, you did like a Goujon roll or a chicken fillet baguette review, and just every day you just added chicken Goujon baguette. I know it sounds so boring, but trust me, I think it would work. Yeah, just a chicken Goujon every day, because I am obsessed with chicken Goujon baguettes. Like, it's so strange, I was saying this the other day, I would eat a chicken Goujon baguette every single day for lunch and not complain about it. But if I have to eat the same dinner 2 days in a row, I would be up in arms. I'd be absolutely outraged by it. So go figure. But yeah, so it'd be like a Goujon, the Goujon guru, maybe, I don't know, I don't want to call it that, but something like that. And every day you just go and you eat your Goujon roll, and you like go around different shops, like different centres, spars, like places that make sandwiches, and just get a Goujon roll and you review them. I think that would bang on TikTok, to be honest with you. So I think that's a good idea, or else I don't get TikTok one bit. Probably I don't get TikTok one bit. But I think that would be interesting. I think that would be good. By the way, this podcast isn't sponsored, just for anyone that didn't know. But if it was to be sponsored, I would like it to be sponsored by Downey's in Newry. Downey's offer delicious sandwiches and a butcher's all rolled into one. And every time I go there, I get the exact same thing. And this is where I'm coming from with the Goujon roll idea. I get a baguette with butter, Southwest, cheese, chicken Goujons. 5 items, could not be beat. Unreal. So yeah, as I said, this podcast is not sponsored, but if it was to be sponsored, I would love it to be sponsored by Downey's Family Butchers and Sandwiches in Newry. Thank you. Maybe I'll make that new segment every week. I'm not sponsored, but if I was to be sponsored, I'd like to be sponsored by. And I might actually try to find a real crazy one for next week, we'll see. But yeah, Downey's, pick me up. And if not, Pebble Pods, give me my money, you owe me, because I've made you a lot of money from my vlog. Yeah, so I was saying, yes, so I can't even believe I've made it in this far, having started talking about lockdown 100.4 of the Northern Ireland Executive lies they feed us. So yeah, this is Saturday, so it's day 2 of the new lockdown, I suppose. Like lockdown. We were on a bit of a lockdown, but now we're on a real lockdown. I don't know. I really, really don't know anymore. I looked at the list of stuff that was closed and allowed to stay open, and I'm not going to go down the route of whole, like, this is a disgrace. I'm not going to turn into your man on Facebook, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. Like, it's like, Arlene, I've had enough, and this is a joke. Angry face emojis. Like, I think it comes to a point where, like, yes, this is not good. Yes, this is putting pressure on the health service, but, and the big but, let's look at what's actually happened here. We tried closing down bars and restaurants and hairdressers and stuff for 2 weeks, and the R number, whatever that means, it's something to do with coronavirus, I presume, has only went down slightly, not really that much, and we need to do more. So here's what I actually think. I think the problem isn't those places, because they're actually doing things to ensure people are not coming in contact with each other and staying socially distanced and enforcing good rules. It's not their fault that it's happened at all. What's actually the problem is, we know what the problem is, but we're going to continue to blame them anyway because it's the easy thing to do. We all know, like, it blows my mind. I don't want to get into it, but if we close down these two things for 2 weeks, so say bars and hairdressers, we've closed them for 2 weeks, no one goes into them, and then we see after 2 weeks, oh, you know what, that really didn't make much of a difference. Surely you just accept that's not the issue and you go on with something else and go, right, we'll try closing these things down now and see if that helps things for 2 weeks. Because while you continue to punish them, we've just found out that it's not their fault anymore, and you can stop blaming them and stop scapegoating them. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I had to go last week and wait over an hour from start to finish to get my hair cut. Like, that shit doesn't make sense to me. There's persons wearing masks, I'm wearing masks, there's visors up, there's everything in place. What on earth? Again, I'm going to stop there because I am going to turn into your man on Facebook. Like, Arlene, I've had enough. Michelle, I've had enough. I have to say both because, you know, diplomatic and don't want to split my fan base here too much. Somebody shoot me. I am talking unholy amount of crap today. But yeah, so they've put us into another lockdown, and one thing I don't understand about, like, big jobs and people that have, like, high power positions, they don't tend to get fired. Really, they really don't. Like, I can't remember. I don't really know anyone's got fired. Like, if I'm bad at my job that I do, which isn't this, it's something else, I get sacked because I'm not getting results. I'm not doing what I'm meant to be doing. So, if the likes of politicians and our executive and Michelle and Arlene aren't doing what they're meant to be doing and aren't doing a good job of it, which they clearly haven't done a good job at the minute, why do they still have their jobs? And what is also to be questioned is, they also put out a thing, the UK government, this is now as a whole, put out a thing being like, it's time to retrain, basically. If your job's not there anymore, it's time to retrain. So, like, a ballet dancer become a plumber. I don't know. Something like that. It's 2020, right? Anything could happen. And basically, what I was thinking the other day is, like, what would Michelle and Arlene repurpose as? Like, what would, if we took them out of their job, like, right, you're no longer a politician, please never speak of the matter again, you're both stone cold useless, because that's just my opinion. Brutal. And we're repurposing you, retraining you. What would we put them into? What jobs would they do? Now, I'll probably say something slightly sexist here, but here, it's 2020. I think Michelle's the easier one to do first. So Michelle O'Neill, I think she has a few options. I think she would work quite well. Like, well, we'll tell you what she'd not work quite well, and actually we'll start with that. She wouldn't work well in the health service because clearly she doesn't work well under pressure, and I don't think she's fit to do that. And if she came up to my bedside and was like my nurse or whatever, or my doctor or surgeon, I would just pull the plug. Couldn't bear listening to her, to be honest. What I think she would be good at is, I think she would make a very, very, very good tour guide at the Croke Park Museum. I know that's random, very specific, very niche. I think she'd be very good at that, because obviously, you know, she loves her Irish identity, things like that. And I think she would be good at that. I think she could really train and learn everything about the Croke Park and the tour and the museum. I think she'd be good at that. We'll throw her in there. Now, Arlene, this becomes a wee bit trickier. And you sort of look at the skills they have. So, like, cold-hearted, manipulative, wastes money. What else? Just some of the fantastic traits, you know, that she has as well. And I know I'm probably going a wee bit harder on her, but she sort of, let's face it, it's a shared thing, but she sort of, you know, she does wear the trousers a bit on it, I think. If she was going to do something, what would she do? It's hard to know. She would just need to work, like, oh, I know exactly what she would work in. She would be that person, right? So insurance places, I only discovered this job recently. She would be the person that works in the insurance company that basically has to let people know your insurance failed. Just stone cold, like, we're not paying out. I know you're going through tough times right now, and I know you need this claim right now, and I know you've gone through heartbreak, like through life insurance and stuff like that, but because they fell out of a helicopter and the parachute didn't pull, we can't actually pay out. That's what her job would be, and the person would be screeching on the phone, and she'd just be sitting there like, yeah, sorry, no, we're not paying. Boom, hang up the phone. I think she'd be really good at that. I actually think she would be the best at that. Maybe she could retrain as that. Just stone cold. Hello, you're through to Arlene. Your husband fell out of a plane. Yeah, no, we're not paying out for that. How much was? Oh, he was up to $1 million on life insurance. No, we'll not be paying out on that. Oh, he was your only source of income, and you didn't have a job, and now your family and kids are all going to go broke and hungry. Yeah, no, we can't pay out for that. Thank you. Goodbye. I could actually really see her doing well in that. That would be the ideal job for her. In terms of the other ones, I wouldn't even like to get into it. Do you know what? Again, I know I'm all over the place, but health ministers, I don't have photos of them here, and I'm not going to throw them up on the screen, but look up the health minister for the UK and the health minister for Northern Ireland. I've never seen two people more out of shape in my life. Like, it's actually disgusting. Like, how are you putting someone overweight / obese, I don't know the exact definitions of either, but overweight at least, into the health secretary? Like, how is that possible? Put someone in good nick. Like, Joe Wicks should be the one for England, that's no doubt, no question, and he should make all the decisions based on people's health. I think that's a good shout, actually. And then who else? I'm going to give a very bias. We'll get Tony McAleavey on the case. He's going to do he's going to be the health executive for Northern Ireland, teach people how to get absolutely massive, and not in belly ways, like muscly ways. Oh, this is an unholy amount of crap that I'm talking. Absolutely unholy. I had more potential ideas for shows earlier as well, but now I can't remember. Oh yeah, one of them was going to be, one of the potential shows for I was going to do is, it's a podcast, right? But the podcast that you record in your car on the way to work every day and coming home every day. So on the way to work on a Monday, it would be like, welcome to, I don't know, the commute, we'll call it, or something. It's a podcast, and you just talk with everyone that's in. So it's like a load of guys in a work van, you know, sort of job, and they all sit there and they just have the crack on the way up the road on like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then like you get the flip side of them coming home being like, Friday everyone's going mad, they're pumping some tunes. Like, I actually think that would definitely bang, actually, now I think. But like Monday, imagine you turn on Monday, because I've been listening to radio on the way up the road some days, and it makes for grim listening sometimes. I'm not even joking. Not the biggest fan. Coming home's not too bad, but going there is brutal. So like you have the boys in the van, or like just people that go to work together, maybe lift share, and they just crack away. Like every Monday it's like, well, what's the crack? You then get in the car and they're just like, oh, here mate, I could not be arse today. Like, I actually couldn't think of anything worse than having to go to this place today. Actually, you would definitely lose your job in 2 seconds. But then the good vibes on Friday coming home and just everyone going mad, loving life. What do you drink tonight? Everyone getting on the sash. I actually think that's actually a really good idea. So someone can take that if they want and run with it and just pay me the royalties. I don't know what else I was going to talk about there. I think the lockdown and all is covered. Coming up to 25 minutes here, so maybe that'll do it, because the solo ones that I tend to do a bit longer can be a bit tough for new people that like to watch. That was the other thing I was going to say, actually, before I do go. If you do enjoy the podcast and you have made it this far, which, again, thank you. This has kind of been a bit of a baggy episode, to be honest. No, I'm going to stop myself there, because I did get sent something through on Instagram that someone wanted me to react to, and I want to make sure I cover it, because if people send me stuff, I do like to, bring it up. So it was Duchavelli and Octavian, I hope I'm getting this right, because I know nothing about these people until yesterday this message was sent, being creeps. The exact words I got sent, and basically what I found was Duchavelli, who's a UK rapper, again, sorry if I'm butchering this, I'm not big into the rap scene, was exposed. DMs got exposed for texting kids, like 14-year-olds or something like that. Like, firstly, as I've always said in the show, don't be a creep. Text someone your own age. This guy is like 27, I think, from the UK, and he's texting this 14-year-old, and like he like voice messaged him, and it's definitely him. Like, it has to be him. If it's voice message and people are exposing it, like, it's not. I doubt it's someone putting on the voice. Second of all, I would love to react to this more, but like trying to understand what the DMs were saying because it was like in like sort of like rapper talk. And let me see if I can find it here. I had it like loaded up. So he says things like, "Lol, you been had those." Like, I don't understand. I can't make out some of the words and like what people are trying to say. It's obviously like a culture and like way of texting I just don't understand. It's like, "Lol, you've been had those," like THOUS. Like that is difficult for me to read. And but then he says this person like, "So come spend the night." So what the gist of it I got was that he's just an absolute creep, and as I've always said in the show, don't be a creep. Serious bad vibes when you're doing that. But yeah, want to make sure I got that covered. And if you have anything you want to get sent in, please do not hesitate to send them in to me. I love reacting to stuff, videos or things like that I have to try to get my head around and like get a reaction for you. And lastly, if you are a fan of the podcast, give it a share. Costs you nothing. Give it a like. Tell your friends. Tell someone. You know what I listen to? I listen to SMAC Talk. And let them know what it's about. Also, I want to know this week what local podcasts people listen to. So if you listen to other local podcasts with people based in Northern Ireland, let me know. I'd love to have people on and chat to them and like see what other people are doing as well. So yeah, if you do that as well, really, really appreciate it. Let me know. You can let me know down in the comments or DM me on Instagram, as a lot of people kind of prefer to do. So yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. That's 26 minutes in the bag. I've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of SMAC Talk. I've been all over the place this week with what I've been coming out with, and yeah, sometimes my mind can just be a bit do. And finally, if you're a fan and you are still listening, give me a DM. Come on. I want to have people that like to listen to the podcast. Come on. I want people, this is your chance to get on a podcast. Come on and talk about whatever it is you like to talk about. And I have no issue having people here, no matter who you are. And if you're one of them people that think, like, everyone's done the podcast so far, including Tony, Ashton, and Jack, have come on and said, like you said to me, it's going to be half an hour to an hour. Like, I was like sitting there thinking, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? That's my job. That's what I do. That's what I'm actually sort of good at, if you will. Talking and keeping conversation going. And then whenever you finish up, everyone always turns around and says, "How long was that?" I'll tell them like, "Oh, it was nearly an hour." And they're like, "What? Oh, it went so quick. That was so easy." People enjoy it. So if you want, send me a DM. I don't care who you are or what you do. Send me a DM. If you're a fan especially, or you like listening to the show, send me a DM. I'll get you on. But yeah, that's going to do it, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. This has been another episode of SMAC Talk. Episode number 23, I think we've had. So yeah, I'll see you all again in the next one. Goodbye.